to Formula One.
Built on the public roads around an artificial lake, Albert Park Circuit in Melbourne is a real technical challenge. Watch for overtakes at the end of the DRS zones into turns 1 and 3. The Bahrain International Circuit in Sakhir first hosted a Grand Prix in 2004. With long straights and heavy braking zones, it rewards an efficient car, and Turn 10 in particular will push drivers' skills to their limits. Shanghai International Circuit in China has a back straight of over 1.1 kilometers, the longest of any on the F1 calendar. The unique 180-degree right-hander of Turn 1 is difficult, but very satisfying if you get it right. Russia's Sochi Autodromo is a technical tour of the former Olympic Park. A real highlight here is the triple apex left-hander of Turn 3, which comes after the best overtaking spot on the track at Turn 2. The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya is full of medium and high-speed corners that reward a well-balanced car. The blind right-hander at Turn 9 is particularly exciting and leads to one of the best overtaking spots on the circuit. There's nothing like dancing a Formula One car between the barriers of Monte Carlo, be it the fast left at Tabac or the technical twists of the Rascasse. The Circuit de Monaco is the ultimate test of driving skill. The Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal is fast and thrilling, with drivers inches away from the wall as they power out of the Sector 2 chicanes. The heavy braking zone into Turn 13 provides some fantastic passing opportunities. Joining the F1 calendar in 2016, Baku City Circuit is a high-speed thrash around the streets of Azerbaijan. Watch out for overtaking into the heavy braking zone of Turn 1. The Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, Austria. This short circuit near the Styrian Mountains may only have 9 turns, but big elevation changes will keep drivers on their toes as the track falls away from them mid-corner. Silverstone Circuit in Great Britain has always featured some of the most iconic corners in the world, and since its redevelopment in 2012, it's gained 2 new overtaking places as well. Expect to see cars side by side into both Village and Brooklands. The Hungaroring is a technical circuit that held its first Grand Prix back in 1986. This is a track that values consistency, but also requires a real commitment, especially through the fast left of Turn 4. The Hockenheimring, Germany. This classic track always features great racing, especially through the parabolica into the hairpin, where a late overtaking move is always on the cards. The Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps is a spectacular 200 mph tour of the Ardennes forest in Belgium. Whether flat out through Eau Rouge or pulling 5G around Pouhon, Spa is a circuit of infinite character. The Autodromo di Monza, Italy. This is the fastest circuit in Formula One, with long straights broken up by heavy braking zones that allow for some of the closest and most exciting racing in the world. Marina Bay Street Circuit in the heart of Singapore is long, bumpy and full of slow 90-degree turns. Drivers who excel at controlling the car as they jump over the curbs will have a real advantage here. Sepang International Circuit requires patience through the long high-speed corners, as well as real precision on the driver's part to hit some difficult apexes. The Suzuka Circuit in the Mie prefecture of Japan features some of the most famous corners in the world. The S-curves in particular require delicate control as the drivers show off the incredible handling capability of a Formula One car. Since its first US Grand Prix back in 2012, the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas has produced some incredible racing. The fast S's in Sector 1 and the double right-hander at turn 17 keep these cars on the very edge of grip. In southeast Mexico City is the Autodromo Hermanos Rodríguez, a classic track reborn for modern Formula One. Highlights of this circuit include the high-speed S's and big braking zones into turns 1 and 4. The Autodromo José Carlos Pacha, Interlagos, Brazil. Good trail braking will be extremely helpful here as there are a number of difficult braking points into medium speed corners. The drop down the hill through the Senna S can provide some great racing. Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi is beautiful, especially at night when the incredible Yas Hotel lights up. A technical section requires careful control out of the traction zones, and 2 long straights provide good chances for overtaking.